everybody. In this video, we're going to look at topic 2, lesson 5, example 4, completing the squares to solve real-world problems. So Libby plans to create a rectangular pasturing enclosure. She has 340 meters of fencing available for the enclosure's perimeter and wants to have an area of 6,000 meters squared. What dimensions should Libby use? All right, so let's think about this. So she has, let me get a different type of square. She has some width times the length here. And when I add them, when I do 2L plus 2W, we get 340. Correct? Yeah. And then when I multiply them, width times length, we get 6,000. Okay, we have two variables, and I don't want to use two variables to solve for. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to solve for L and then substitute that in. So I have 2 lengths plus 2 widths equal 340. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to divide 2 by each and every one of these terms. So I'm going to be left with length plus width is equal to 170. All right, so now I am going to subtract my width because, again, I want to solve for length because I'm going to substitute length in. So length equals 170 minus W. And I'm going to substitute the length in for my variable here. So I'm going to have width times my length now is 170 minus W equals 6,000. All right, and now I'm going to distribute the W. So I have 170 W minus W squared equals 6000. The next thing I want to do is I actually want to divide each term by -1. So we have now W squared minus 170W equals -6,000. All right, so now I'm going to do, I think I might try to do completing the squares here. So I'm going to take B, divide that by 2, and then square. We're going to have a really big number. So B, which is -170. So -170 divided by 2 is going to give us -85. And then we're going to square this guy. So we left with 7225. So what I'm looking at here is W squared minus 170W plus 7225 equals -6,000 plus 7225. All right. We're going to clean things up. This side is now a perfect square. And so my perfect square here is going to be W minus B over 2, or plus B over 2, which is going to be W plus -170 over 2, which is W minus 85. We saw this up here, right here. So I'm going to see W minus 85 squared equals 1225. Let me paint this side over here so we don't have these extra numbers hanging around. All right, to get rid of a square, I'm going to take the square root, do a plus minus here. Kind of get rid of this extra work on the side. And now we're left with w minus 85 equals the square root of 1225 plus or minus 35. All right, I'm going to add 85 to both sides. And we have two different solutions here. Nope, sorry about that. I just want to erase. The first solution is going to be w equals 85 plus 35, which is 120. And then the second solution is 85 minus 35, which is 50. Now let's go back up and look at our question. It says, what dimensions should Libby use? So let's go here. And remember, this is for our width. Now we have to figure out our lengths from this. If I remember correct, length equaled 170 minus width. So the length we have is 170 minus 120, which is going to be 50. Or we have length equals, like that, because I'm going to keep going down this side. Length equals 70 minus 50, which equals 120. So she has two options. She could do a width, option 1, of 120 and 50. Or option 2, so this is width and this is length. 2 is going to be a width of 50 with a length of 120. So those are her two different options that Libby has, but basically one side will be 50 and one side will be 120. So let's go back here. Let's look at their solution. They're computing it. They're plugging things in. They decide to go length. So when the length is 120, then the width is 50. And when the length is 50, the width is 120. In each case, there are 2 times 120 plus 2 times 50, which gives us 340. And multiplying them gives us 6,000. So Libby should make two sides of an enclosure that are 120 meters long and the other two sides 50 meters long. All right, so there you go. There's Libby's horse, and there's the enclosure that she likes to build, and there's the end of our problem. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me, and we will see you in the next video.